Alright guys, this should get interesting real quick in a minute here. Now I'm going to come up here. He said, oh, we closed off the sidewalk all the way up past the tire store, the other street, which they can't do. I'll show you why in a minute. Because Penal Code 148G in the California Constitution allow me to do what I'm doing as long as I stay right here. So as long as I film from right about here, there's nothing they can say about it, unless they want a civil rights violation for not allowing me to work as a journalist. So I do have my badge. My press badge. Show you guys that right there. And I know a lot of people say, oh, that badge is nothing. But really what it is, it's a little bit more credibility. So if they violate my rights, it's more so I'm not just some dork with a camera saying I'm a journalist. And yeah, I know you don't need credentials or a badge to be a journalist. But with this badge on, it further goes to show that they violated the rights of a badge-wearing journalist. You guys get what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just the appearance of. So it's like, oh, he wasn't just some guy with a camera, officers. He was a guy that had a press badge on, documenting for a story. And right now there's nobody here. See, there's more action going on around the corner. I might have to walk back over there. And the sad thing is I can't walk down this way, and I'm not going to, because I know that would really piss them off. That's like pulling the tail of the tiger. But to stand right here is fine, because their checkpoint is over there. Their checkpoint is over here. I'm over here on a public sidewalk, PC 148G, and the California Constitution, Article 1, Section 2. They allow me to do this. And I'm at a geographical location to do it without being in their way. So if they come over here, it's just cop retaliation is all it is for me filming them. But yeah, it looks like I should have stayed over there. There's more action around the corner than there is here with the motorcycle cops. And maybe if it's too dead here, I'll walk back over there, although that's a walk and a half. But hey, I need the exercise. So there you go. Your checkpoint here. Yeah, what happened was the motorcycle cop was trying to be a dick, and he said, oh, you can't come through here. I said, no, I'm going to be on the other side. No, we've closed the sidewalk off all the way past the tire store up the road. So I'm like, so they would have me standing back behind that light right there. Bullshit. Take that and you can kick rocks with it. What I'm doing right now is legal, constitutional, and I'm not going to allow my rights to be violated. Now I would get a little closer, but two reasons why I won't. There's a big ass tree right there, and I'm afraid that would be in my way. And two, I don't want to get too close. Although I could, well, there's a tree right there. See that tree right there? I'm afraid that's going to be right in my view. So I've got an excellent shot right here of the chairs, the people, the tow truck, everything. So that's going to be him in the back of that car right there. Unless they had another car come to transport. But that's the back of the car that he was placed into. So there's the guy right there. He is. They did bring him over here to process him. Like I said, we're documenting it. We're going to make sure nobody's rights are violated. But also I do this because let's say somebody is drinking and driving. Let's say a guy stumbles out of the car and then, gets arrested. It's here to show you guys, don't drink and drive, because it's not going to end. You're not going to get away with it. Sooner or later you're going to get caught. And but also we are holding everyone accountable. That guy didn't like me filming, boy. He's glaring me down. I'm out here for you, buddy. The guy that went by behind me, you guys didn't see it. But you see how I got him in the chair right here. I've got up there, if they, I can zoom in a little if they start doing arrests or field sobriety test. What's this guy doing? Are they doing a field sobriety test right there? Yeah, they're doing a FST right there. I thought he was just talking to the guy. I just noticed the deputy waving his arms about. So I'll see if I can clean this up a little bit in editing and maybe even with HD and my Wi-Fi. But he's doing a FST right there. We might have another arrest here, unless he passes. Sometimes they pass, which is a good thing. Now, no confirmation. Oh, let me say also, everyone in this video is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. But there's no confirmation that this guy failed his FST. I'm under the impression, and it's unconfirmed, just from what I was listening to over across the street, I'm under the impression that he wasn't getting a good read on the breathalyzer, so they just went ahead and hooked him up. But it did beep, and a little light came on, so it didn't go like beep, beep, beep. It did the one beep like it was reading. But I don't know. So we don't know if he failed his breathalyzer or if he just didn't get a good read on it. And this guy back here is doing the FST next to the tow truck. That's his truck, huh? That's a work truck. Is that a tow truck? Or are they just doing it by the tow truck? Yeah, they were trying to tell me you got to go up past the tire store. The sidewalk's closed. You can't close the fucking sidewalk. I mean, you can close in front of the DUI checkpoint. I get that. That's like a perimeter of, workspace. But where I'm standing, I'm outside of their workspace. And I'm a good distance from them. So, just a little, some keynotes for you guys if you're going to go out and do DUI checkpoints. Or even film the police. As long as you're outside of their workspace, they can't come up and tell you, oh, you can't film. No, we closed off this sidewalk. No, you can't. Especially in California. Because the California Constitution, Article 1, Section 2 says you can't make a law that prohibits free speech and free press. Actually, it says the liberty of speech and press. So they can't close the whole fucking sidewalk because they don't want me documenting this. That's not only a First Amendment rights violation, that's a California constitutional rights violation and a violation of Penal Code 148G. Yeah, I've done my homework, guys. But again, I'm college educated on a lot of this stuff. I just decided not to become a law enforcement officer. I didn't want to be a lawyer. I mean, nothing against lawyers. Krista Hemming does some great work. It's just not for me. Although, I don't know. I should go to law school. But I wanted to be a law enforcement officer, and I ended up taking a different career path. And a lot of that had to do with my father getting ill, and then he had cardiac heart failure, or what is it? I forget. CHF. He had that, and then he ended up passing away from it. My mother started having kidney problems, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get me a nice cush job close to home, so in case I get that call in the middle of the night, I'm right here. And I ended up going into animal control, which I fucking hated. Love my job now. Help people. So while we're standing here, some of you may say, well, what's your father getting sick got to do with you not becoming a cop? Well, it was in Texas. That's where I went to the police academy. I was certified level 1 peace officer. My father and mother were in California, so when he had his heart attack, he passed away while I was in Oregon, actually. That was another duty station. So I went to Texas because I was still on my Army obligation. I went to the police academy, and then my mother started having health issues. I said, oh, fuck this. So I came to California to be a cop. And during the hiring process, I concluded that these cops are dicks. And I did not want to be a cop in California. So then I just went to another career path. And they were, man. They are so condescending in the hiring process. It's unbelievable. And I'm sorry for any law enforcement officers that do watch my videos. You might be a very cool officer. It's just the ones I came in contact with in the hiring process. They were dicks, man. You know, and at that point, I was too old to be talked down to. I mean, I wasn't a 20-year-old kid that would say, yes, sir. You know, I was a 30-something-year-old man like, fuck this. So he's still doing the FST. So then this guy got walked up here. Where's his car at? Oh, his truck. His truck right here. Where did this guy come from? Okay, this guy in the white shirt just got walked up here. But I didn't see him pull a car in. Where's his car at? They just walked him up the street. Here. See that cop right there that's talking? No. Oh, okay. I was going to say that's the motorcycle cop. That's somebody else. Because he doesn't have boots on. And they're towing one. Or no, they're not. It's a fuel tanker. I thought it was a tow truck. It's a fuel tanker. So this guy just in the white shirt just got walked up here. They're going to issue him. I don't know. They're getting his info or something. Back here, we've got the field sobriety test still going. Oh, okay. Looks like they might be doing the breathalyzer now. But you'd be surprised at the few people that have been swayed to let me in places with this badge on. Yeah, you'd be surprised. I put on this, it says International Press on the front, and it's uspresscorps.org. And sometimes they kind of just go, okay, and they let me go. Bye. We had a fire once in Highland, California. And they were letting all the, KTLA 5 came up and KCAL 9 came up, and they're letting them all through. And I didn't have my magnetic press stickers yet to throw on my car. So I started hoofing it on foot, and I go, yeah, I just want to walk up to where that news van is. Oh, you can't let nobody walk up there. And I showed them my little press badge, says, International Press, and they go, oh, you're the press. I said, yeah, I'm with uspresscorps.org. I'm with Cast One Entertainment. And they're like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, that's the press area right there. So I walked up to the news vans and got closer to the fire, like really close. So that was cool, man. But without that, they were going to turn me away. They were like, no, you can't, no, just anybody can go up there. And they were Citizens Patrol, so. But I didn't do anything wrong because I'm the press. I'm a journalist, for God's sake. If KCAL 9 and KTLA 5 can drive up to that little parking area, I can walk up there.